Well, the time has come, and Apple is finally releasing the final version of iOS 17.6. Why do we even need this version if iOS 18 is already practically here and will be released in just over a month? Is there anything new in this version of iOS? Today, I'll tell you all about it. My name is Maksim, let's get started. As usual, let's start with the size of the update. If you are upgrading from the previous version of the operating system, 17.5 or 17.5.1, it will be several hundred megabytes. If you are upgrading from something older, then of course the full package might be downloaded up to 6-7 gigabytes. This is completely normal. In addition, all other versions of the operating systems are being released. watchOS, macOS, tvOS, and of course iPadOS. And don't forget that along with this, we also have older versions being released, specifically iOS 15.8.3 and of course iOS 16.7.9. Why is this necessary? I'll explain everything now. The most interesting thing is that for a very long time, this is the version of the operating system that doesn't have a lot of new features. Let me explain. Usually we get betas, but it's clear that iOS 17.6 shouldn't have anything too extensive, just some system refinements and so on. This time the first beta came out, I made a video for you, then the second beta came out, the third beta, the fourth beta, and that's it. There was nothing interesting there. I mean, there was absolutely nothing. If we at least talk about some changes happening, there was nothing there. I was waiting for the RC, expecting it to come out with something new, because, well, when that happens, usually something is added in the RC. The RC came out and there was nothing. And there's nothing new in the final version. Basically, they're just fine-tuning the system, tweaking things under the hood to slightly improve battery life and performance, but overall, there are no new features, nothing that we could really notice, unfortunately. All efforts are, of course, focused on new features for iOS 18. So, what is the purpose of this version of the operating system? Why release it at all? Naturally, it's for security patches. Besides tweaking and fine-tuning things under the hood, there are of course security patches included which Apple recommends installing. Traditionally, some vulnerabilities that were found are being fixed, and since the previous two versions, namely iOS 15 and iOS 16, are also being updated, it means that these vulnerabilities are indeed quite serious. If we talk about the performance of this system, looking at the tests, everything more or less works at the same level as the RC version and the beta versions, so more or less it performs the same as 17.5.1, nothing has significantly worsened. In terms of battery life, I don't see any major complaints about this version. Honestly, I'm using iOS 18 and didn't want to downgrade for this because I'm constantly testing and it would mess up my tests, making it harder to restore everything later. But they say that overall everything is okay. As for whether to install this version or not, as usual, I recommend that I would update. Yes, personally I would update, I never see any problems with it, but if battery life is important to you, then wait for a while. And write in the comments below, read the comments from other bloggers on other sites definitely, to see how it works on specific devices. Has it gotten worse? Has it gotten better? Gather all this information and then decide whether to install it or not. There's really no urgent need to rush and install this update immediately, no point in going today and pressing download as fast as possible. If you have any issues on 17.5, 17.4 or older versions, then of course you can try updating. There's a chance that your issue might have been fixed here, or maybe not, it's often quite random. If we talk about what awaits us in the future we can expect iOS 18, a little over a month from now, as I mentioned. The release has already happened, but most likely iOS 17.7 will also come out, where additional security patches will be refined and maybe some other bugs will be fixed. But globally, in the next month before the new iPhones, we shouldn't expect any major innovations or cool new features. Well, if you liked this video or found it useful, give it a thumbs up, it would make me happy and help the channel grow. Subscribe, click the bell, and you won't miss anything interesting. YouTube will send you a notification when a new video is out. Of course, in the comments, write the model of your device. If you install it, let us know how it works, whether everything is fine or not. I will be happy to read and discuss with you. This will also be useful for other people. Well, this was Maksim, thank you much for watching, bye.